Sometimes we know so many private details about the rich and famous that we feel like they're our best friends. But are they really?
They've always made me feel like a friend or part of the party.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who stay out of the spotlight.
If they made a movie about your life, what would it be called?
Oh.
For this list, we're taking a look at celebs that are reserved about their personal lives while still working within their respective industries.
Hey, everybody, stand by and action!
Number 10, Sia Furler. The cheap thrills songstress has had a fascinating career path. After some success in her native Australia, Furler first entered into the public eye when her single Breathe Me was used in the 6 Feet Under finale. Uncomfortable with the increasing attention, she later retired to songwriting, penning hits like Rihanna's Diamonds, and lending vocals to Flo Rida's Wild Ones, hey, I heard you were a wild one, and David Guetta's Titanium. In 2014, she re-emerged with the smash hit Chandelier, but this time on her own terms. She rejected the concept of fame by masking her face in an oversized blonde wig, which is now recognized as her signature look and an emblem for taking your identity into your own hands.
Well, it's so that I can go to Target and buy a hose if I want to, or if I'm in need of a restroom and I can't find one, I could go by the side of the road.
Number 9, Julia Roberts.
Do you fall in love, and have you fallen in love more than once with people that you're acting with?
Well, yeah.
She might be one of the most recognizable stars in the world, but that doesn't mean she soaks up the spotlight. Some may have failed to notice, but the Pretty Woman and Eat, Pray, Love A-lister has kept an incredibly low profile for the last 15 years or so.
I should really be meditating.
Go, do it.
While she's remained prolific in Hollywood, she's created private havens for herself all over. From a Malibu beach home to a farm in New Mexico, Roberts secretly eloped with country singer Lyle Lovett in 1993, but since 2002 has enjoyed a low-key, paparazzi-free marriage with cameraman Danny Moder.
Are you really trying to impress your husband with you?
Oh,
really?
of course. He's my person.
I love that.
Number 8, Denzel Washington.
Oh, you lied to me. You lied to me.
While he's endlessly talented in immersing himself in the characters he portrays, Washington revealed in a 2013 interview with The Guardian that he doesn't have any actor friends.
Last wish. I wish you had more time.
Quote, "I'm not about to go to a party to try and get a job," he explained. In fact, he surrounds himself more often with the parents of his children's friends. When he proudly accepted the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award during the 2016 Golden Globe ceremony, he had his wife and children in tow, clearly showing how this two-time Oscar winner keeps his personal life up close and personal.
I want to thank my mother and for convincing my father that we needed more than 25-watt bulbs. He thought that we could save money.
Number 7, Harrison Ford.
The reward would be...
What?
well, more wealth than you can imagine.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit.
You'll get it.
He became a household name after making waves as Han Solo in the wildly successful Star Wars saga. But despite his iconic roles as the scruffy-looking nerf herder and Indiana Jones, Ford doesn't consider himself a star. Before that, he hadn't been getting much work and briefly turned to carpentry to support his family. Ever since, he hasn't been the easiest man to interview, earning a reputation as grumpy.
It's a good question, right?
he often retreats to his 800-acre ranch in Jackson, Wyoming, now devoting time to his personal aviation hobby and bonding with his grandchildren. And don't expect to catch him making appearances at any elite Los Angeles gatherings. Well, as modest as he may be, he'll always be a megastar in our eyes.
A celebrity other than you that your wife has a crush on.
You.
Number 6. Frank Ocean.
I've had this black suit on, rolling around like I'm ready for a funeral.
This R&B crooner has the kind of persona usually reserved for romantic poets, and in a way, he is one. His music brings fans into his life, revealing his innermost thoughts and feelings. But that turned out to be a double-edged sword. After coming out of the closet in a poignant open letter before dropping his debut studio effort, Channel Orange, Ocean retreated from tour commitments, then quietly went to work on his follow-up record.
'Cause I've been thinking about forever.
It wasn't until 2016 that he finally unleashed Blonde, and by then, some fans felt alienated by Ocean's relative radio silence.
Sonic goodies, yo. Sonic goodies. Goodies, that's a weird word, goodies.
But Frank Ocean is a new kind of artist, one that wants his art to speak for itself, rather than getting caught up in the fame game.
What are we smoking anyway? She said don't let the high go to waste.
Number 5. Adele.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best of you too.
While her music is intensely personal, detailing her tumultuous history of passion and heartbreak, all with an unknown lover, this British superstar likes to keep to herself when she isn't promoting her work.
So hello from the other side.
In an interview with Rolling Stone, she said, quote, "When I have nothing to say, I'd rather just not talk." And as a result, everyone listens when she does decide to speak or sing.
But I set fire to the rain. Watched it pour as I touched your face.
She went on to say that she's more scared of fame than anything, especially after seeing what it did to Amy Winehouse.
The gifted singer Amy Winehouse found dead in her London home. She was just 27.
The Hello chanteuse leads quite a private life with Simon Konecki and their child. And even after winning an Oscar for the titular song from Skyfall, she's managed to keep things relatively low-key. Number 4. Daft Punk.
We've come too far to give up who we are.
Obviously, their masks do a good job of keeping Daft Punk's identities concealed from the public. But in addition to their outward appearance, the techno duo remains a musical enigma.
We're gonna celebrate one more time.
They've been active since 1993, but have only released 4 albums in that span, and play fewer and fewer live performances, even though they're taking part in more and more collaborations. Their reticence to do shows may be related to the possibility that Thomas Bangalter suffers from tinnitus. But the reigning reason for their reclusiveness is that the duo wants to allow people to first and foremost appreciate them for what they do and the music they make. Number 3. Tom Hanks.
Everybody knows it isn't true, but Mama said it's just a little white lie, so it wasn't hurting nobody.
Although it may feel like he appears everywhere on the silver screen, in reality, Tom Hanks isn't all that fond of showing his face. In his biography, it's noted that the Forrest Gump and Castaway leading man actually spent a majority of his childhood being moved around by his parents, which led to the development of an introversion that sticks with him to this day.
I would rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die on this shithole island, spending the rest of my life talking to a goddamn volleyball!
In a Rolling Stone interview, he described himself as, quote, a geek and a spaz, adding that he was, quote, horribly, painfully, terribly shy. Given his knack for playing the everyman, it isn't all that surprising that Hanks is humble at heart.
My mom always said, life was like a box of chocolates.
Number 2, Dave Chappelle.
Give it up right now for my man, Dave Chappelle!
In 2004, the celebrated comedian walked off the stage of his hit Comedy Central program Chappelle's Show, only to return and announce the show was ruining his life.
You with them magic markers, what you think this is, some kind of crayon? No, take that cap off and sniff it.
Its immense popularity crippled Chappelle's stand-up career, which he considered his #1 priority. So the actor decided to call it quits and leave in the middle of production. Besides losing out on a $50 million contract, Chappelle put Los Angeles behind him and retreated to a farmhouse in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
So, okay, fine. I don't have $50 million or whatever it was. But say I have $10 million in the bank. The difference in lifestyle is minuscule.
While people were quick to attribute his disappearance to drug addiction or a mental health issue, the entertainer revealed in an Oprah interview that he'd grown disillusioned with the industry's mistreatment of black entertainers.
And it was the first time I'd ever gotten a laugh that I was uncomfortable with. Not just uncomfortable, but like, should I fire this person?
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
The man who was knocked down had a gun. And do you see that man in the courtroom today?
Nope.
#1, Daniel Day-Lewis.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
Unless the mysterious actor, known for his award-winning performances in There Will Be Blood and Lincoln, is promoting his latest work, he outright avoids the entire industry.
I can't accomplish a goddamn thing of any human meaning or worth until we cure ourselves of slavery and end this pestilential war.
Daniel Day-Lewis has a home in the United States, but you'll rarely find him spending time there. Instead, Day-Lewis opts for his country estate in County Wicklow, Ireland, where he lives with his filmmaker wife, Rebecca Miller. It's likely that this closed-off persona is directly related to his ability to transform himself completely into the characters he portrays, which he happens to be extremely selective about.
No hand shall touch him!
He'll cross over whole. And honor.
Whatever his secret is, he won't be tweeting about it, although it's possible he'll let it slip during one of his routine award acceptance speeches.
We've had so many acceptance speeches, so varied, and they've all been so eloquent and smart. Is anybody helping you with these? I mean...
I wish. No, they haven't.
Do you agree with our list? Who are your favorite celebs who keep in the shadows?
Hey, baby. Stop selling weed, all right? You got your whole life ahead of you.
For more revealing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.